tonight, we want to welcome you back to the Legacy Tour. We are here for night 4 here at World Series Wrestling. Of course, I'm Sean Thomas alongside Ben Rosenthal. Ben, it is time for the Tag Team Championships to be on the line.
Once again, the Parea stand at the top of that mountain. The WSW Tag Team Champions firmly glassed around their waist after winning it back from the Bollywood Boys in last night's hellacious Tornado Tag Team Championship match.
Yes, throughout this tour, the Parea came into the Legacy Tour, the champions, and they were upended by the debut of the Bollywood Boys. But since then, they found another opportunity. The old guard, the Parea, the Bollywood Boys, in a triple threat 3-team affair where the Parea came back and secured themselves as multi-time WSW Tag Team Champions. But now the Bollywood Boys have said, well, night 4, why not run it back?
Will we see the Parea? Well, no, sorry, the Parea looks like they have something to say.
We're going to hear the Parea.
Sydney crowd literally speaking their language.
I don't know why we have to come here. The Parea have moved our lives to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And we can smell the stench of Sydney all the way from fucking Tampa.
Sydney letting the Parea know exactly how they feel here tonight.
Yeah, now it's your turn to shut the fuck up. Do you realise that there were some rats, the Bollywood Malakas, they thought they could challenge and take the Parea's championships? The Parea are the greatest tag team of all time. Parea says what? And after tonight in the main event, once Matt Cardona wins the World Championship, us three are going to hold the championships forever, you ugly rats!
Any wrestling.
Pay enough, you get a concert, you get a dance party, you get all in one. Crowd firmly behind the Bollywood Boys here. They're calling for it once more.
Parea now making their way down to the ring. Perhaps we can actually see some wrestling now.
Now we await the re-entrance of the Parea so we can get these proceedings underway and this tag team match can begin.
The Parea have a dance as well. When's their turn? Surely now. Surely
the
now.
following contest is scheduled for one fall and will be for the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's your favorite boys from Bollywood, the Bollywood Boys.
Bollywood Boys here firm crowd favourites tonight.
And the champions, weighing in at 1,000 tons of polished marble, they are the kings of the continent, the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Eli Theseus, Gabriel Eros, the Parea!
And while you can hear the crowd cheering and booing for the Parea, let's look at some of the numbers here, Ben. There have been 8 different tag teams that have held the WSW tag team titles. The longest reigning tag teams, you remember the Flipping Machines, Brian Cage and Flip Gordon, holding the titles. Hold on for a moment. We're underway. Harm and Gerv now firmly under early control against the Parea. We'll get back to those numbers in a moment, but first we need to gather some sort of order here tonight. As far as I'm aware, this is not tornado tag rules. We're looking for some legal men to begin this match, and now the Parea scurrying to the outside. Bollywood Boys standing tall in the ring. Now we're out.
Has the match even started yet? Have we heard a bell?
No, there's been no bell. We got multiple referees, and what is going on? Pandemonium, Eli Theseus either trying to go after them or trying to escape. Oh!
And time for a selfie as well.
What? Gabriel Eros and Harv Sira somewhere on the other side of the Evans Theatre. As Gerv, Sira and Eli Theseus are now making their way up the other stairs. We're gonna have to have our camera people following the action.
No. So
Referees following too.
Look into the eyes. I think the referee's just trying to get him back into the ring. Absolute pandemonium for the start here of the last night of the World Series Wrestling Legacy Tour. That was a $6 beer.
This is such a firm contrast to their earlier match here at the beginning, all the way over in Melbourne.
It was all business back then, and now it's just bringing down the house and not in the way that we're used to.
Honestly, we are, at some point, these 4 men will have to make their way back into the ring. But for now, we just have to let it go. I'm worried there might not be anything left of them before they make their way back. Harv and Gerv Sira dragging the Parea back into the ring, taking some photos along the way. And now, as we make our way back into ringside, and that bell has now started. Eli Theseus and Gerv Sira will begin the match. I was talking about earlier, Flipping Machines held the titles for 1,362 days.
Wow.
If I was to ask you what team holds the second longest reign, you are looking at the Parea. Between their 3 reigns, they have held the title for 538 days. They are the only team to hold the title on multiple occasions.
And that is a title reign they do not intend to have finish this evening.
That's it, the Bollywood Boys held the title for 2 days throughout this tour before the Parea.
And look, Sean, I've got to be honest with you. I don't see those titles changing hands today. It may look like all Bollywood Boys at the moment, but look at the Bollywood Boys. They are focused on the crowd. They are focused on providing a good time so the citizens of Sydney enjoy themselves. But guess what? That is taking your eye off the goal. That is not taking your opponent seriously. And as you said, they are the second most celebrated team in World Series Wrestling. You can't sit there and just take your time and take advantage and just assume you'll regain the championships. No, you caught them off guard in night 1. The Parea are ready. The Bollywood Boys are distracted. I'm telling you right now, we will see the Parea retain tonight.
There is a very clear reason why the Parea has aligned themselves with the likes of Matt Cardona. Both Cardona and the Parea care about nothing more than championship gold. The Parea live and breathe tag team actions, tag team gold. There is a reason why they are multiple-time champions across the country and why they've now taken their special brand of violence across to the United States. Eli Theiss is coming with a brutal spine buster.
There it is, that's the equaliser, Sean. That's what's going to get the Parea on top.
Parea trying desperately to block the hammer blows. Unfortunately, I think Eli has to be careful as well not to be distracted by the audience here. Oh! And now the Parea are going to be instigating violence, using their aggression and their anger and their frustration against their opponents.
Oh! The snap on that.
If you have just tuned in, we are here for the World Series Wrestling Tag Team title match. The current champions of Parea, Gabriel Eros currently in the ring with Parea of the Bollywood Boys, the champions, and, well, only recently now former tag team champions here as we are jockeying for control. Parea having to battle out of enemy territory from all sides. Going for the tag here! Fingertips away!
Gabriel using his strength and puts him back, but no! Is he biting him? He's biting him!
Oh! Picture perfect drop kick straight into the teeth.
I've got to say that the angle there wasn't favourable to referee Mark Kent. He didn't see, well, let's face it, that was cheating. That was an illegal move. But I guess if the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen.
See, Gabriel Eros, you know, you talk about the Bollywood Boys being distracted by a good time. I think this in the audience is getting under the skin, at least slightly, a little bit under the skin of the Parea. Whoa! Hard whip into the corner here. Parea, a look of concern for his brother, now flat back on the inside of the ring there. Really just at the mercy of Eli Theiss at this point in time. Hoisted up into the turnbuckle. And you know, this is the debut of the Bollywood Boys here. Talk about the story of the Parea.
Here we go, here's a dance. That's what we're here to see. Culture.
Oh, I was going to say, I want to talk about here the story of the Parea and what they've been able to accomplish over their time here on World Series Wrestling. Impressive victories over Warbeard, over the Flipping Machines, over every single tag team that they have come up against here in World Series.
And in the case of last night, taking on two teams at the same time and capturing gold. Do you know how hard that is?
I could never do it myself. This is the thing. My job is right here behind the desk, and I'm happy to stay there. These are two of the best teams you are going to see on Triller TV in a wrestling ring. And it's all for the tag team titles. Gabriel Eros and Parea legal and in the ring, taking the tag.
Elbows and clotheslines, atomic drops, a full bag of tricks by Gurv.
Here we go. Head against hard head for the Parea. Parea firmly in control now with a crossbody. And I talk about the accolades of the Parea to really highlight the Bollywood Boys taking control on night one and being able to strip the titles out from the grasp of the Parea, just like that.
Sure, they were an unknown quantity. The Parea had never come up against the Bollywood Boys before. They'd never been able to study them live. Of course, on night one, you're going to be at a disadvantage when you're thrown into a tag team match against a team that you've never even encountered, let alone wrestled before. But that's changed now. They've now wrestled them 2 times before. The Parea are scouted them. The Parea are ready for them. And I still maintain, even though we see Gabriel in trouble now, I can still guarantee All right, maybe not guarantee. He's going to kick out.
Gabriel setting the shoulder up.
I told you, I predicted it, just like I'm predicting. You will see the Parea walk away with the tag team gold.
These two teams have been circling each other the entire tour. Over in Melbourne, we saw the initial changing of the titles. Night 2 in Brisbane, the 6-man tag match, and then last night we had 3-team affair where the Parea regained the gold as they now firmly regain control.
Look at
Curve
that.
Series in trouble.
See those tags? They just know where each other are. And that's going to be it.
Wait a minute. Hazira pushing Gabriel Eros to break up the pin, knowing he couldn't get there in time.
Smart. Very well done.
Both teams spent already. We've been outside the ring, out in the stands. It has been high octane from even before the bell ringing up until now. Curve Sierra trying to will the crowd behind, garner their strength, garner their energy.
Both teams up, and the Parea come out firing, and the Bollywood Boys repeat. And then the Parea, Bollywood, Parea, Bollywood, Parea, Bollywood, Parea, Bollywood, Parea.
Fists are flying, it is a flurry! Coming forward, we saw this earlier, we saw this last night, double sharpshooter! And it is locked in!
Eli frantically trying to find a rope. Gabriel, too close to the ring.
You have to be careful here, center of the ring. A tap out means the titles change hands.
But only if the legal man taps out, Sean. Who's legal at the moment?
If I am right, I can't even remember.
Thankfully, referee Michael Kent's there in order to restore some control.
Gonna say I do believe it is Gabriel Eros for the Parea at the very least. Now, Eli Theseus hanging up, Gervsir on the outside, and once again, he is left isolated from his brother. 1, 2, double pin!
Double pin, or did the Parea forget who's a legal person as well? Absolute pandemonium here for the World Series Wrestling Tag Team titles.
And of course, this is where our officials know to lend at least a little bit of leeway. This is the championship match. We're on the end of a tour, night 4 on the Legacy Tour, 20 years here at World Series Wrestling. It's going to be a little bit of leniency in terms of what rules get enforced. Uh-oh, we've seen this before. Half Sierra on the outside, saving his brother.
Oh, reverse. Right into that helper, World Series Wrestling staff member. He's not going to be going home happy.
There's collateral damage already here during our tag team fight. Wait a minute! Gervsir roll! 1, 2, 3! Bollywood Boys had it, I believe!
The referee's out there checking on the staff member.
Oh no, what is it? That is the title belt here. Oh no, no! Firmly onto the back of Gervsir.
And Gabriel playing possum on the outside. Eli with the arm draped across. 1, 2.
No!
And
Wow!
there you go. The Parea retain. That's the second sausage roll.
Here are your winners, and still World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Parea.
You know, I talked about the leniency that our referee was willing to give. That was as blatant could be. We talk about how badly the Parea want to maintain their grasp on the tag team titles. That shows you there what they are willing to do to maintain their place on the top of the mountain.
It just shows how smart they are in the ring, Sean. They saw an opportunity, they took it. If something means that much to you, you will protect it any way you can. And that's exactly what the Parea did. They saw an opportunity to retain, they took it, and I do not blame them for that one little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Parea had to resort to underhanded tactics, and this is how they leave Australia once again. Like it or loathe it, they are the World Series Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I do feel sorry for the Bollywood Boys, but they can leave Australia here with their head held high. They are now one-time WSW World Tag Team Champions. More than happy to have them back, test their mettle against the Parea once again, where they will have hopefully learned and will come back stronger than ever. Eli Theseus and Gabriel Eros, let's look about how they came out and regained their titles here. Retained it, sorry. The Parea coming out strong and ready to go. The Bollywood Boys came out, a party ensued, and when we finally, well, got things started, it went all around the ring, Ben. We went up into the stands before finally garnering just a little bit of order here.
And I think that's where the Bollywood Boys lost their focus. They were so intent on entertaining the fans rather than focusing on their match. They let things like this slip through. Gabriel Eros setting up a distraction in order to create an opportunity for them to retain the tag team titles.
Gabriel Eros coming in clutch with the title belt, ensuring the victory.